4 middle school principals were the judges this year, and you're judging all of the cars that come from the 4 middle schools. How did you keep from picking your own?
They keep that hidden.
Oh, okay.
That way you don't know whose car it is. But it was very difficult judging, very difficult judging. In fact, Mrs. Ladensack mentioned that she was getting dizzy from walking around the table so many times.
Well, the industrial arts, first of all, gives them some hands-on experience. You know, they're doing a lot of problem solving with this. They get the opportunity to look at things like aerodynamics in terms of the cars. They're looking at force, they're looking at wind resistance and that. So they're looking at a lot of different things that apply to science, and that's what we're here for.
In your experience over, what is it, 22 years and 11 years of doing the CO2 Race Car Challenge, okay, what do you find to traditionally be the faster car?
Well, the one that they reduce the most amount of weight is the fastest cars. It doesn't really, style, design doesn't really do that much to it except reducing weight.
Mr. Warren, if you could tell us about the track. There's an interesting history here, why we have this track and how you came to get it.
Well, I managed to hear through the grapevine that the Algonquin Middle School was closing their tech program, and they were looking for a good home for the track. So I was able to drive down there and pick it up so we could use it for our races. The first 9 years we did the race on the floor. We tried to do it on plywood, but it just didn't seem to work. So now we got this aluminum track, and we really seem to like it. It seems to work very well.
The kids get the materials from us. We buy a kit that has a CO2 cartridge, it has the wheel set, and it has a basswood blank that we start with. It's kind of a cube shape, but it's kind of wedge. One end is a little bit smaller than the other, and it has one hole in it for the CO2 cartridge. Other than that, it's just a blank.
There's a preliminary race at the school to find out which of the cars can come to the district competition. And then the kids between the race at the school and the district race, they have a little opportunity to tweak it, to maybe cut a little material off or smooth things out a little, add some graphite to the axles.
Just a few adjustments.
Just a few tweaks to make them go a little bit faster. At that point, you know, you don't want to go too radical. You may change your car and actually slow it down.
Okay, joining me now is Matt Ford, who is an 8th grader at Chippewa. And Matt, I understand you also built a car.
Yeah.
But you're also part of the pit crew.
Yeah, I press the button that shoots the cars off.
Okay, now, can you explain that a little bit? When you say press the button that shoots the cars off, this is a CO2 powered. What happens when you press that button?
Well, when I press the button, the pin gets set up to shoot and hit the CO2 cartridge, which puts a hole in it and shoots the car off.
Okay, so this is compressed air, and the pin makes a hole, and it goes, and off it goes.
Practically, yeah.
How long did it take you to make this car, and how hard was it to do the zigzag cutout?
Well, it took me probably 3 weeks, and I worked really hard on this, doing the sanding and getting it correct. I probably painted it about 3 times.
How hard was it to make a car that is a political statement like this, carving out the letters that spell Obama?
Yeah, it was really hard to cut it out. It took me a few weeks to cut it out, and then the paint job took even longer. So.
Well, I notice you're red, white, and blue, so that speaks to our nation's colors. But what do we have, a little smiley face here on the end?
Yeah, that was just kind of for giggles. I don't know. Okay. I liked it.
The 3 categories were Best in Show, Best Design, and Best Finish.
Okay.
And for those, the best design, that's the one where you're looking for a unique design, one that is not necessarily like every other one. Somebody who went a little outside the bounds and did something a little different, more creativity. Best Finish, this is basically, you could call it the best paint job. So looking at all the different creativity that they used with the paint jobs. You know, some of them are intricate, but some of them have blending. So it's very interesting all the different ways that the kids put the paint jobs together. But the last is Best in Show, and that again is this is a category where it's the car that sticks out. It just sticks out as being very unique.
We talked about in class the aerodynamics, what forces will act upon the cars in the racing, but mostly it's weight. Some go with a rail style, some go with the traditional dragster style, and it's a student's choice, and then the students take that and develop their own design big part of this is about the research and design that goes into manufacturing.
From there, they go on to a drill press to drill the holes for the axles, and if they have any interior areas that they want to cut out, they would also drill those so that they can insert a blade and do that. Then they would go to the bandsaw and they would cut the shape to its rough form as close as possible. Then they would go ahead and do some filing and some sanding to get it prepped for the painting process.
Well, we saw some very fast speeds today. Cars ranging all the way from 1.5 seconds to travel just over 40 feet to under 0.8 of a second. I think 7.7 or 0.777 seems to stick in my mind as one of the fastest times. That averages to about 35 miles an hour over the 40 feet, where some of the other cars are going as fast as 25 miles an hour.
Have you ever had any students come back in 5 years, 6 years and say, you know, I remember my industrial arts program and I decided to do something with it, or even just, you know, the best time I had was building my CO2 race car? Anybody come back and give you some feedback?
We get that all the time, but you know what's more interesting is that the parents that are coming with their children that are in the program, they look at this program and they say, why didn't we have this when I was a student here? You know, they're pretty jealous of the fact, but they're fortunate because their children are going through this program.
So what prompted you to come up with this very unusual design with wheels inside the car?
Well, I kind of wanted to go for something totally different because I looked at a ton of my friends' designs and everything, and they were all just the exact same thing. One was had a hole in it or here or there, and I just wanted to be standing out. It was
Okay. And Dad, what did you think when he said, Dad, I want to make a car with the wheels on the inside?
Well, I was anxious to see it, and I kind of knew what design he was looking for. Kind of a speed type thing on the desert,
okay.
Salt Lake type thing.
Yeah. And was there any parental hands-on here?
No, he did it all pretty much himself. I was really proud of him.
Okay. What made you choose this design?
I don't know. I just went with candy cane style.
How long did it take you to whittle this block of wood down to this kind of a shape?
About a week and a half.
And I also know you have not raced yet.
No.
So what do you think? Is this going to be a fast car?
I'm not sure. I hope.
Okay, and now we have an opportunity to talk to someone who didn't make a car. 7th grader Caitlin Kester, who is working on the pit crew, and she serves a very important function. What are you doing?
I am launching the cars to go down the race.
What does that mean to launch a car?
You put it in a CO2 shooter and then you just put it together and it goes.
Okay, and there's a wire involved, a fishing line.
Yeah,
okay.
That's like a liner, so it stays on the track.
Okay, what have you learned?
I never knew that this happened. CO2 is really cool, I guess. I don't know.
And are you going to be in 8th grade next year?
Yes.
Are you going to do a CO2 car?
Yes.
Here we go. So we're going to begin. For the most original design, in third place, we have Stephen Nabenschuh. Congratulations, Steve. In second place, Donovan Barnes, most original design. Congratulations, Donovan. And I didn't know when we interviewed. Wait. This is second place, most original design.
Second place. Oh, I took this one. Okay, here you go.
And first place, most original design. Amel Lijik. Congratulations. Okay, say your name for me.
Amel Yaich.
Yaich?
Yes.
Well, that was nowhere what I was told. Good, thank you. Okay, how about a round of applause for the most original design? Okay, guys, stay right here as a group of 3. And now we go to best finish. Third place for best finish. Morgan Baker. Congratulations, Morgan. Second place, best finish, Megan Davenport. Congratulations. And first place, best finish, Kane Santo. Congratulations. Now, if the three of you can stay together as a group, we'll move on to Best in Show. Best in Show, third place, Stephen Tracy. Congratulations, Steve. Second place, Best in Show, Jacob Prevost. If they can find their cars, then we can have the camera. And finally, first place for Best in Show, Troy Denoweth. Hey there, and I did know that when I interviewed you, even though there was a design flaw. Grab your car there. Okay, and now we have fastest time.
Yep. Here you go.
Fastest time in third place with a time of 0.768 seconds, Steve Tracy from Central.
Oh, you're there. You are. Okay.
Yep.
Congratulations. This will come later. It's gonna come later.
Look at there, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations.
In second place for fastest time with a time of 0.755, James Raditz from Fort Gratiot. Look at that little car. I didn't even see that one. Neat job on the design, too. Cool job. And finally, first place for fastest time with a time of 0.733 seconds, Tom Flanagan from Central. And we have a presentation of a trophy to the school that had the fastest car. So that trophy is presented to Mr. Sukani to take back to Central. Central wins this year. How about a round of applause for all of our contestants here, designers, racers. And thank you all for coming.